Hi everyone. Oh, it went live right away. Usually there's a little bit of a delay when it goes live, so Facebook must be improving their kind of system here. So, hi everyone. Welcome to Live at Lunchtime. I'm Jacquie Edwards. Thank you so much for joining me on another beautiful sunny day. I feel like I've been saying that so often this summer. We've been really, really lucky to have an amazing summer here. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about purpose. So I've been doing a bit of planning and thinking of kind of next steps and where we're at in our business. And one of the big things that kind of comes into the planning and what's going on in the business is a lot around purpose and really being able to understand what your purpose is, or as lots of people call it, what your reason why is. Because that's what keeps you really focused on moving forward. It keeps you, because there are always going to be hard times in kind of any business. Anytime you're building a business, there's going to be stumbling blocks, there's going to be difficulties. Having that reason why and having that purpose is what's going to keep you focused through the hard times, keeping you focused on getting to that goal, getting to that purpose, so that you keep going and keep pushing through. Because it's when you really push through that you start to see real success and that things happen. So there's a lot of sayings and quotes, I'm not very good with names, that talk about how most people quit right before they're just going to succeed. Or they say kind of Thomas Edison, it took him 10,000 tries to invent the light bulb, things like that. So when you're having that kind of hard time and you feel it might not work, it's just not going to work, it's too hard, it's not worth it, you need to have a purpose. You need to have a reason why that's really strong and really focused so that you can get through that and keep moving forward to your goal. Because, you're always just so close to that next step, to that next stage. And if you were to give up just because it got a little bit difficult now, you don't know how close you were to success. It could have just been right around the corner, but you gave up that little bit too soon. So how do you kind of find that purpose? And it's completely different for everybody. So everybody pretty much has a different purpose. And it's really good. You can start kind of wide and broad and say, my purpose is financial freedom, or my purpose is to have time freedom. And then, that's great to say, but then you want to really start focusing it down and narrowing it down to what does that financial freedom or that time freedom really mean to you? Because again, it means something different to everybody. So my idea of kind of financial freedom and time freedom is going to be completely different to other people's. I really like to be busy. I get bored if I sit still too long. So for me, having that freedom doesn't mean I'm going to stop working or I'm going to stop doing anything. It means I have more time to focus on all the fun new projects that I'm kind of dreaming up and things like that. So, having my rent-to-rent business behind me, having a good kind of stable foundation there is what gives me that freedom to go out and do, be able to do live broadcasts like this, put together my training programs, and all the other kind of fun things I've got planned. I've even got my next book in the works, so stay tuned for that. But that's what gives me that opportunity, and that's what kind of my reason why is. My reason why isn't to be able to completely give everything up and, just sit on the beach all day. It's so that I can keep creating and keep doing new fun things. Whereas for other people, it is to just go relax, be able to chill out on the beach. And that's what they want to do. They want to have the margarita in their hand. They want to sit on the beach. And that's how they see their life, and that's how they see their purpose, whether it's there with their family or just out with their friends, whatever that means to them. So you need to sit down and say, what does it mean? What is my purpose? What do I want my life to look like in the future? And what is the best way to get there? And having a really strong picture of, what does your life look like? Whether it's kind of like planning out, what does a typical day look like once you've kind of achieved your goal? Oh, Heather, I know that's your goal. Being on the beach. So it's just really honing in on that and discovering what it is for you. And it's making sure that you are working towards your own purpose and your own goal. Because a lot of people do get sidetracked and they start to see, what are other people saying? What do other people think? And maybe you're not going for your own goal, you're going for what everybody else thinks is the right thing to do. And that's where you can start to get stuck, and that's where you can start to give up, because if you're not going towards your goal or your purpose and you're just following what everybody else thinks you should be doing, it's not going to mean as much to you. And it's the same thing, if you've got a family or a partner, you and your partner don't have to have the same goal and the same exact vision of what your life is going to look like. Hopefully there's enough overlap so you still will be hanging out and spending some time together, but you can be working towards slightly different things, as long as you do have that kind of common, broader theme to it. So Anthony and my partner, our goals aren't completely the same. Mine includes a lot more flexibility in traveling, whereas he really loves his job here and what he's doing in our village where we live. So we do have slightly different goals, slightly different purposes in our life, but there's enough overlap in them that we can kind of continue going forward together. So it's making sure you're being really careful not to let somebody else's dreams and goals and purposes kind of overshadow your own, so that you can have yours standing strong for you and really have them drive you towards your purpose and help you build your business and build your dream lifestyle. So hopefully you found that helpful, a little bit different than kind of this tips and kind of rent-to-rent focused stuff I've been talking about lately. But I do feel quite strongly about this, especially now as, I'm starting to think we're coming into the last quarter, so the last 3 months of 2016. It's a really good time we are in the last September. Yeah, we're almost in the last 3 months, sorry, a little bit of math there, of the year. It's important to have a plan for those last 90 days and making sure that plan is really focused on what is getting you to your ultimate purpose, your ultimate end goal. And then as we move into the end of 2016 and start planning for 2017, which I can't believe is almost here, it's kind of deciding how you're going to implement your purpose through what you plan to do in 2017 to keep you moving forward. Oops. So hopefully that helps a lot. I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow, and have a lovely day.